Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a bit of a show and tell video today. Gonna pull some stuff down off my shelves and talk about it. And I hope that you find it interesting and useful. So what I want to talk about today are the specialized movie tie-in paperbacks that I collect. I really enjoy these, and I remember as a kid going to the bookstore with my grandma and always being excited. And I would see these. They were not. They were pretty common, but I didn't always, appreciate or think like I should buy a copy of this for a quarter and keep it forever. So most of these I've collected over the past few years. Anyway, I would get excited when I would see one of the movie tie-in paperbacks because while the movies were too scary, really, or rated R, which was beyond what I was allowed to watch, I could look at the pictures in the books and get a little bit of a vicarious thrill that way. So anyway, starting with my most recent acquisition, I was really excited just a couple of weeks ago after I had seen Carrie the musical for the first time. I actually kind of had my eye out for a copy of the musical tie-in paperback version of Carrie, which is actually rather rare as the musical was notoriously unsuccessful in that it closed right away and it bombed and it lost a lot of money. So I would imagine that Signet yanked this cover pretty dang fast, as the musical was such an international embarrassment that lingers to this day. By the way, the musical itself is actually really good if you have the chance to go see it. I'm not 100% sure why Carrie the musical crashed and burned so badly in the 80s, but I'm glad that it has a second life now and people are getting a chance to see it. But anyway, Carrie the musical tie-in paperback version, no pictures inside, unfortunately, but this one, which the I love the font on the title there. It's a pretty unique in the context of the early Signet paperbacks. I don't know that this font was ever used on another printing. It may have been, but anyway, this is the movie tie-in paperback of Carrie. Of course, there's Carrie again on the back cover, and the pictures inside, the pictures from the movie. And of course, Carrie was the first Stephen King movie I ever saw when I was just a little kid, like 6 years old, and it scared the hell out of me for years. I had nightmares about it for years. And so when I saw this one in the bookstore, I would look through it and always get shivers because it put me right back in that scary place that freaked me out so badly. But anyway, movie tie-in of Carrie. I am still on the lookout for the movie tie-in version of Salem's Lot. I have not found that one yet. So we move on to the movie tie-in of The Shining. I absolutely love the yellow cover and this artwork. Super creepy. This one has, again, it has a series of pictures from the movie inside, but mostly I just really like that cover. The movie, one of two that I'm aware of, movie tie-in paperbacks of The Dead Zone. I really like this jacket artwork. The other one has Christopher Walken as Johnny on the cover, but I really like this one. And again, of course, images from the movie. I don't want to crack the spine, so I'm not just going to like pull it wide open to show, but that's The Dead Zone. Movie tie-in of Firestarter with Drew Barrymore on the cover. On the backs of these, it has all the movie credit information. The main credits, anyway, is always on the back. This one actually does not have pictures from the movie inside. It just has that really cool and distinctive cover, which I really like. Moving on, Cujo. Really, really like this. I think this was just used for the movie tie-in paperback. I might be wrong about that, but I love the picket fence with the blood splatter across that says Cujo's name and the desolation. It doesn't actually reflect the scenery in the book as I always imagined it, kind of a sweltering, like green all around, like overwhelmingly green dooryard. This really isn't it, but it does hit the desolation and the desperation of the novel really well. And again, pictures from the movie inside. Gotta love it. This one is really, really funny to me. This would have been tied in, when was the movie? Late 80s, 87, 88, I think, was the Running Man movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is definitely not like the Ben Richards of the book, but I've always really liked this movie. It's super cheesy, it's very corny, and very, very fast paced. This one has images from the movie inside the front and back covers, which is an interesting change of pace. Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman, The Running Man. Next up is Christine with that really, really cool cover artwork. And of course, again, images from the movie inside. I used to absolutely love when I would find one of these movie tie-ins. Like I said, I'd look at them, I'd stand there by the horror shelves in the bookstore and I'd look at the pictures from the movies, even the ones that I had never seen, which was most of them, and just get shivers because it was so scary and so forbidden. But anyway, here's a movie tie-in paperback of different seasons, which ties into the movie Stand By Me, which is, of course, based on The Body. This one does not have images from the movie Stand By Me, but it does have that interesting cover, which I am a fan of, and the credits for the movie on the back.
And now a word about our sponsor.
For over 20 years, StephenKingCollector.com has been the internet's go-to source for all things Stephen King. From breaking news and real-time sales updates from around the internet, to forums where you can connect with like-minded collectors, to information about first editions as well as highly sought-after and rare limited editions, StephenKingCollector.com has it all. Additionally, the collector sells custom slipcases to protect your most valuable and cherished treasures. The collector now offers book sales directly through the website and an all-around upgraded and improved payment system. With improvements and updates happening on a regular basis, there's always something new to see and experience at StephenKingCollector.com. The link to the site is in the description for this video. You should go check it out. You'll be glad you did. And finally, hands down, my very favorite, the movie tie-in paperback of It, which features Tim Curry as Pennywise and was released probably in 90, I'm guessing, to coincide with the iconic two-part miniseries adaptation of It that was released on TV and traumatized an entire generation of children, myself included. I knew it was on, and my parents kept telling me to change the channel, but they weren't in the room the whole time. So I would change the channel back, and I just caught little flashes, just little glimpses, because I knew it was forbidden. I was already like post-Carrie nightmare era of my life when I was having bad dreams every night. I should have known better, but I just couldn't help myself. So the few glimpses, the few images from this that I saw also scared me pretty bad. But to me, Tim Curry is always the ultimate Pennywise. I was really, really excited to find this one with its unbroken spine. It looks like, well, it has a few little creases. So it's definitely been read, but it has been read carefully. And the credits on the back, this one does not have images from the movie inside, but it does have that priceless, iconic cover. So yeah, most people have a thing in their collecting that is not something that would be universally appealing to everybody, but is something that is really appealing to them. And for me, it's movie tie-in paperbacks. There are a few that I am still lacking that I'm interested in. There's a Night Shift tie-in that was released after Children of the Corn. I would definitely have my eye out for that, and if I found one, I would be really excited. It has an orange cover, and it has like hands in the corn with a sickle on the cover, and the Salem's Lot movie tie-in paperback, which is gray and has Barlow the vampire on the cover. And of course, Barlow from the movie is completely different from Barlow in the book. I get why they changed him for the movie just to make it more scary, but it also made the vampire way more like cartoony and one-dimensional, as opposed to being a fully fleshed out and interesting character as he was in the book. So let me know in the comments, what particular unique kind of niche thing do you collect that you are really proud of and excited of in your collection? Whether or not it's valuable, whether or not anybody else would really get it, I want to know, what's your thing, your specialty thing that you really like to collect? Let me know in the comments. If you ever have any questions about anything more in depth, if you have pictures that you'd like to share, feel free to send them to me at skfirsteditions@gmail.com. If you just want to show off your collection, I'd always be happy to get an email with some pictures and take a look. I love how every collector's story is unique and different and personal to them. The stories are never ending and they are always interesting. Thank you to channel members Mark, Nick, Tom, and Steve for your membership and your support. And thank you to all of you for viewing, for your subscription, for your comments, for your feedback. I really, really appreciate it. Wherever you are in the world, please take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you later. Bye.